Guess what I'm watching tonight? That's right, the debate. No. Going to Target Center for the second of 2 preseason games. Man, and then it'll be 17 days until I can go see regular season games. It's getting exciting. Hi there, it's Tuesday. Oops. Man, I can't put a bottle cap on. I think I better go drive a car. Alright, it is Tuesday. It is 4:14 p.m. And I gotta get out of here. I got stuff to do, man, before the game. Tonight, the Timberwolves are taking on a team from Israel. I'm sure I'm going to butcher this pronunciation. Maccabi Bazan Haifa Basketball Club. Maccabi Bazan Haifa BC. What do we call them? They don't have like a nickname, do they? They're not the Haifa. They're not the Maccabi. They could be the Maccabi. Maccabi refers to, says Wikipedia, one of the Maccabis, maybe I'm saying it wrong, Maccabees, whose story has become synonymous with courage, success, and victory. Nowadays, several Israeli and Jewish organizations carry this name. Please tell me the story. Also spelled Maccabis, Maccabi, or Machado from Latin. That means hammer. So maybe we can call them the Maccabi. Beat the hammers. Jewish rebel army that took control of Judea, which had been a client state of the Seleucid Empire. They founded the Hasmonean dynasty, which ruled from 164 BCE to 63 BCE, reasserting the Jewish religion, expanding the boundaries of the land of Israel by conquest, which included instances of forced conversion, reducing the influence of Hellenism and Hellenistic Judaism. Glad I read that to you. Hammer. The term Maccabees, as used to describe the Jewish army, is taken from the Hebrew word for hammer. Okay, so I guess when I put in my tweet tonight, it'll be beat the Maccabee. Beat the hammer. Hammer, hammer, I am hammer. They put me in the mix. Or as my old friend Joe would say, hammer, hammer, I am hammer. There's pudding in the mix. Wow, that's deep, man. That is some old school. Other words, Bazan is their current and apparently recent sponsor. In November 2011, the team acquired a new main sponsor, the Oil Refineries Limited, known as Bazan, and is now called Maccabi Bazan Haifa. Haifa, you already know, is the third largest city in Israel. So, it's a little backwards, but then I guess when you're writing in Hebrew, you go from this direction to that direction anyway, right? So, the Haifa Hammers, sponsored by Bazan, sponsored by ORL, the Oil Refineries Limited. ORL is an oil refining company located in Haifa Bay, Israel. It operates the largest oil refinery in the country. ORL has a total oil refining capacity of approximately 9.8 million tons of crude oil per year. But how many barrels is that? I don't know. Come on, Wikipedia. Have all this stuff at my fingertips. Even just that, 3, 4, 5 Wikipedia pages. Can you imagine how much research I would have had to do 10 years ago? It actually makes it even more, what was I going to say? I don't know. But you go back and you look at some of those recaps I did, and I know there are times when I would pause the show for half an hour while I tried to find just the right bit of research to throw in there, and then nobody got it, but maybe one guy, but that one guy was really excited that I put that reference in there. That's always my favorite kind of deal. And even now, I try to slip those in. You don't get much call for it in technical documents, however, but you can come up with funny host names, or you can't name hosts after registered trademarks like We used to sneak Pokemon names in there when we were doing documentation. But that was internal only, so you could get away with that. You can't do that so much external. So instead I just try to embed my initials in there. Alright. So let's go to the W, which I've tended not to do. I keep forgetting stuff. Just like I keep forgetting to talk about politics. And I'm sure you're dying to hear how I feel about politics. But let me just say, I'm going to do a prediction. The mainstream media are going to call Obama the winner of the debate no matter how badly he does. Unless he does as badly as he did the first show, in which they will be forced to grudgingly acknowledge that the race is over. And we'll all be calling him President Romney in January. Which is just as depressing as having President Obama in his second term, if you think about it. Yeah, everybody was so excited about Governor Romney's performance in the first debate. We all could have been that excited about Governor Johnson's performance if only they had invited him. Third party in my butt. Everybody waste your vote. If everybody wastes their vote, we'll all have legal marijuana. I don't know. I still have never smoked marijuana, so I have no idea why I would want it legal or not, but it would probably save a lot of money and cut down on a lot of crime and keep the money in the country instead of sending it to Mexico. All right, enough about that. Doug says on the W, T-Wolf's talk is white noise. Oops. But it beats the lack of noise coming from the No Hockey League. Well, we had developments. Maybe we will get hockey soon? I don't know. If they do go forward with this, it's going to be kind of insane how they're going to have the compressed schedule for hockey that kind of like the one they had for basketball, except they want to do a full season anyway. I don't know, man. I would like it. What I would have liked is for them not to have gotten to this point, but what's done is done. Guess the Packers aren't dead after all. You know it, buddy. Is there a Packers-Broncos game this year? Probably not. Speaking of football, here we go. The Middlebury Panthers destroyed the Purple Cows of Williams College this past weekend, which means that they will go into the great Greg versus Doug showdown this weekend undefeated. So you're Middlebury. What is Greg? Did Greg take that bait? He did not. I'm sure we'll find out sometime this week. I'll have to do my research and then make a pick, which I will do by flipping a coin. Didn't get to Target this weekend for the candy corn Oreos. I'm about halfway done. I'm about halfway through these. Prove to you that I've been eating them. Did find lemon twist Oreos. Inferior to the... Oh, man. You just get that rush, that whiff of... Man, as old as they are, and the fact that there's only about half as many as there were, wow. It's just so powerful. I can't describe it. It's a good thing I like these. If I were someone who didn't like these, it would just be unbearable. I really should take these home and see what Kim would do with them. She would probably make humorous faces. Similar to the cheap brands, inferior to similar cheap brands, you find it 2 for $1 on the bottom shelf of the snack rack in any back convenience store. Consider yourself warned. I'm not sure I'm into lemon twist Oreos or their cheap counterparts to begin with. The only cookies I regularly eat are sugar wafers. You know those, right? They're like stacks of 3 wafers with 2 little layers of awful for you, hopefully containing trans fats in between. And I like separating those and having wafers without sugar on them, and then I like having them with sugar, and then I like having 2 wafers stacked on top of each other, and just sugar wafers. Plus, some of the cheapest cookies in existence. I used to be really big on those Mexican cookies. Do you remember Gamesa? I don't even know if they still make those anymore, but you used to be able to get a roll like this wide and this big around and like 59 cents. But as I've expanded, I've tried to cut back on the cheap, plentiful food. You can see that's really worked for me. No travel this week, but Denver next week. Any ideas? I missed that already, right? Or did we already cover that? I've never been to Denver, so I can't help you. Why don't you volunteer for the legalization of marijuana act that that state's trying to pass? I understand Colorado, Oregon, and Washington are all doing. Aaron? Legalizing it in Oregon? Yeah? What do you think? Aaron, you watching this? Aaron, what are we going to do about our ads? Aaron? Aaron? You out there? My 10 minutes is up. I'm going to upload this and go to Target Center, and I'll see you there. If I don't see you there, I'll see you tomorrow, where I'm sure we'll talk about the debate. Unless I find something better to talk about. Or if you suggest something. I'm not above being pulled in any particular direction or blown in any direction by the winds of your conversation. All right. Holla at your boy. Thanks for watching. See ya.